Hi, I'm Beth with 50 Plus Beauty, and I'm excited you're here with me today to do a full face of Essence Cosmetics, including this wonderful All About Nudes eyeshadow palette. I'm so excited to do this because being 59, I'm an 80s and 90s girl. That's where I learned the makeup I love, which was jewel tones and big bright red lips and things like that. And it's been a little difficult for me to get into these more nude tones. I'm really excited that they sent me this makeup because I've been using it for the past week or so, and it is wonderful because it has really gotten me out of my old comfort zone with all those bright jewel tones and more into the nudes. And I have created this face with this line of makeup, which I really like. And although they sent me all of these products, I'm giving you my full 100% opinions on them. Some of them I liked, some of them I didn't like as well. If you're not a subscriber, I hope you'll subscribe and click the little bell so you'll get notified of my future videos. That way you won't miss anything. Okay, let me take off this makeup and we'll get started. I already have my base on and my under eye concealers. I'm very excited about this because I have pretty much the full line of cosmetics. I'll just be using a few other non-Essence products. This is the little eyeshadow that we'll be using, and it is the All About Nudes. Okay, to do my crease color, I'm going to go in with this little beigey color right here. Little light brown, and I'm using my MAC 221 brush, which I absolutely love as a transition brush. I have not really found a better transition brush than the MAC 221. There's that transition. Tap off the brush always. These shadows do have a little fallout. However, I've been using them for the past week or so, and I really like them. They're very buttery and rather pigmented. Okay, there's the transition shade. For the lid, I'm going to go in with a combination of colors. Now I will say one thing I really like about this in terms of us more grown-up women is it has a lot of mattes in it. The whole top line is mattes, which I really like. The middle two shades here are mattes. This is a very, very glistening one, which kind of scares me. I think my alligator lid skin would really go wild using this shade. And this is just a little bit of a satin, which I really do like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mix these three shades for my lid color. And just kind of pat it on. And it does go on very nicely. I really like a beige lid. I suppose that's because my eyes are dark, and I think it helps the eyes pop a little more. Now for the brow color, let's go under and use this very lightest color here. It's a good little brow accent, and it has no shimmer. That really does go on nicely. One thing I like about their All About Nudes line is that it's very inexpensive. Like this eyeshadow palette, the complete palette I think is about $5. And I think I have never really gotten into the nudes before. And using this line, I can get a full face of kind of a nude look and try it out and not spend a fortune, which is really nice. And I'll go ahead and put some on the darkness on the inner corner. Kind of brighten that up a little bit. Maybe I'll use a little bit of that shade just in the inner corner here, just to kind of lighten that up. A little hard to get that color in there. I'm using my little e.l.f. concealer brush, which I really like, to do these little detailed areas. Now to give a little more pop to this look, let's go in with this darkest color and just do the very outside of the eyelid. Make sure to tap off this brush. This color seems to have a lot of fallout. I like that sound. Click, click. Feel like you're doing something right when you hear that little click, click. Maybe take that just a little bit up into the crease. Just emphasize that crease just a little bit. Now I'm going to use my Morphe blending brush just to blend a little bit along the top there. Soften that up just a little bit. Kind of round out the corner there. Happy eyes, just like my grandmother Gigi always says. Gotta have happy eyes. Bring those corners up. Happy eyes are a good thing, aren't they? Just in general. You know, and I'm reading a fantastic book on happiness, that gives you all kinds of ways to become happier. I love this book so much, and I've actually used this book to help myself become happier. I'm going to do a video on it, but one of the things it says is to smile 20 times a day, just to make yourself smile, and it really does increase endorphins and serotonin, and you feel better. So whenever I think about happy eyes, I kind of think about smiling and getting a little of that serotonin going. Got to do everything we can, ladies, in the second half. Okay, now I'm going to use this Essence eyeliner pen to go ahead and do the eyeline. See if we can do this. A little tiny wing at the end. There we go. I've just started using liquid eyeliners. So it's not perfect, but what they always say about liquid eyeliner is your mascara covers a multitude of sins, so it doesn't have to be exactly perfect. I really do like this eyeliner. It's very nice and smooth and easy to go on. Now, they gave me this mascara, which is the Essence Lash Princess, and I've actually been using this for the last few days, and I really don't like this one too well, I have to say. They asked for my honest opinion, but they do have another product that is one of my HG products, which I love, which is this Essence I Love Extreme Crazy Volume Mascara. I love this one. Always helps to curl. Let those babies stand up and be counted. This mascara gives you crazy amounts of volume. I forgot to put the shadow on the lower lash line. Whoops. So I'm going to go ahead and do the top lashes with mascara. And then I'm going to go in and real quickly put some shadow underneath the lower lashes. Then we'll do the lower lash mascara. I didn't find that that Lash Princess really gave me much volume or much length. And I'm surprised they sent it to me because this I Love Extreme, I think they call it Crazy Volume Mascara, is fabulous. This is really one of the best drugstore mascaras I've ever used. Maybe one of the best mascaras. Brush it out with my metal eyelash comb. Love this thing. Tweezerman. Just gives you that last finished perfect lash look. I'm going to go in and do the little under lash eyeshadow that I forgot, and I'm going to be bold. I'm going to go in with that darkest color. We'll see. There's one. And you always arc it up at the ends, kind of to join your transition area. Happy eyes. You know, I really like that. I think that looks nice. In fact, I may have to use this baby and stick it in my purse. Maybe I'll go ahead and use their Lash Princess on the bottom. Maybe that's the point of this mascara. I didn't really get the point of this mascara because it didn't seem to give a lot of volume. Okay, there we go. There are the eyes. Now they sent me this Essence Satin Touch Blush, and it is in the color Satin Coral. If you know me, you know that I really like fuchsia pinks. So this is not a color that I'm totally comfortable with. However, I have been wearing it the last few days and I do like it. And I think it accomplishes that new look that I'm trying to master, kind of get more comfortable with. You know, ladies, we have to stretch, and I've noticed that about becoming more grown up, is that I get into ruts, and I get into every kind of rut there is, fashion, style, thought ruts, and I've got to shake things up a little bit and kind of try some of those new younger things like the nudes. I think that's very pretty. Now, this product I absolutely love, and they didn't even have to send me this product because I already have this one. This is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter, and I'm so happy to have another one because I keep this in my purse and I use this sucker. Look at that. It is just the absolutely most beautiful kind of universal highlighter. It just gives you that youthful bloom on your cheeks. And I have noticed I don't really like to put this anywhere else on my face because it does add a little bit of glow that kind of emphasizes pores and maybe fine lines under your eyes. But look at that. That is just like youthful, pretty cheeks. And I don't know how much this is. I think it's less than $5. But this is a wonder worker, and it's a universal shade that I've found really does well on many skin tones. I like that. A little bit of shine there. They did not send me a lip liner, so I'm going to go in with my old trusty Rimmel Lasting Finish lip liner, which I really do like this one. This is in the color Rose Quartz. This is one of my HGs. I use this a lot. Even though it's a rose quartz color, it has a little bit of a nude look to it. And really, this is such a pretty lip liner. I use this sometimes with even no lipstick over it. I think it's really pretty. Just kind of gives you a nice neutral look. Now, I'm going to go in with their lipstick, which is the Essence Matte 03. And this is a great little nude, very pretty color. I like that color. Although, being a nude, it is not a color I would have grabbed for because I usually went for darker and dramatic. I'm still kind of in the 80s and 90s in terms of good lip colors that I love. Now that goes on very smooth and creamy, and I like that color. Now that's a nude that I can live with. Let me see if I can make it look a little bigger. Well, for me, that's probably about as big as my lips get. You know, I think that's a really pretty color. Well, I think that's a wonderful look, and I can't tell any difference between this and a high end. I will be using this. I think this is an absolutely wonderful way for us more grown-up women to get into the nudes and have a wonderful eyeshadow palette. It's very versatile and can be used for everyday, weekend kind of looks. I really like those colors. Now, if you're not a subscriber, I hope you'll go ahead and subscribe and click the little bell so you'll be notified of my future videos. That way you won't miss anything. Now, I always like to leave you with a thought for the day, and so I've been using this little deck of cards, The Language of Letting Go by Melody Beatty. I just sort of pick a card here, so we'll see what we're thinking about for today. I'm going to choose a card. Oh, apologizing. That's an interesting one. I don't think I need to apologize to anyone today, but we'll see. Maybe I do. Maybe I'll need to do that later today. Today I will try to be clear and healthy in my apologies, taking responsibility for my own actions and nobody else's. That's a good one. I will seek God's help in figuring out what I truly need to apologize for, and I will do so without reservation. And you know, I really do like this card. In the first half, I used to kind of look around and I was mad at everyone else, and if I was unhappy about something, usually I found somebody else to blame. And I know people who still do that to this day. And it's a recipe for unhappiness, because you can't control what anybody else does. The only thing we can control is what we do. And so I really do constantly look for ways that I can make amends or apologize for the things on my side of the fence, for the things that I have done. And I really ask for God's help in helping me realize and see from an outside perspective maybe some things that I am doing wrong, because sometimes it's hard for us to see our own self. I think that's a really good card. Sometimes we need to apologize, and we need to do so in the right way. Well, I hope you'll go through your day and feel grateful for the people, places, and things in your life, because if we do that every day, that way we have a fabulous second half. Take care. See you next time.